I have a problem. I need intervention or something. Let's take a look at today's purchase.
I'm going back to the place I ran from. Palm trees, broken roads, desert dust bowl sun, where the bill man will call you almost every week. Which bills to pay today, what's left in the fridge to eat. Where stars frame the night, born out of dreams, just close enough to give hope, but too far to reach.
All right, so here we are. Today's purchase, a 1977 3 horsepower with a new, probably Amazon Carb on it. Tank's a little rusty, pulls over, complete. Probably be a runner pretty easily. This 79, also I believe a 3 horsepower. Tank looks great, but it doesn't seem to pull over. It might just be stuck. But, oh, that's not all. Then there's this sorry looking lot. So 1, 2 more 3 horsepower Briggs and a 2 horsepower Briggs, I believe. There's no numbers for any of these, so they're kind of, the shrouds are gone. They're kind of unknowns, but there's bits and pieces, and they all turn over. And in there we have a, I believe, 1982, although it's Tecumseh, could be 72, but I'm going to say 1982 Tecumseh. Well, okay, it's a Craftsman 143 something or other. I don't remember. Anyway, it's basically a Tecumseh H50. It pulls over. It looks like everything between what's there and what's in the bag there, it looks like it's all here. So, and that's the fuel tank from it. So that just might be savable. But that's not all. We also have this 1995, I believe it's, 3.5 horsepower, classic. It seems to be stuck. Is it permanently stuck? I don't know. But that's not all. We have another 1964, 3 horsepower. Very interesting. That one is not stuck and looks pretty complete. I'm told the carb is no good on it, but I mean, really, how much can go wrong with these carbs? Not a lot. So that might just be savable. Let's not forget, we also had this 3 horsepower from 1975 up there, and the remains of another, I believe, 3 horsepower. So surely between those two and all of these bits and pieces here, I can make another good 3 horsepower Briggs, right? I mean, that white and copper one, that one's a no-brainer. That one will be easy, but these other fellas, surely I can make one good engine out of 5. Well, I guess the next, most sensible thing to do really is make some money back to pay for all of this nonsense. And with that, I mean, I purchased this along with the Kohler generator and the 8 horse Briggs. It's a 2007 Briggs & Stratton 800 series overhead valve. I'm not that interested in keeping it around. I'm told it runs. Guy said it maybe needs a tune-up. What does that mean? I don't know. I suppose air filter, spark plug, maybe adjust the valve.
You said a valve in it.
I don't know. It's got some oil in it. It's got a bit of gas in it. Let's see if it runs. We'll go from there. So fuel on, choke is, that should be choke on there. That's fully on. That's throttle. That's full on. I guess we'll go half because it's probably got a kill switch. Yeah, feels like a kill switch right there. So we'll bring it up a bit, I suppose. Doesn't seem to want to idle up. Started nice though. Is that full throttle? I don't think so. No, that's where it's shut off for sure. Yeah, it doesn't want to idle up. I'm thinking a carb clean, and we're probably good to go. We'll give it the old service and tune up and put it up for sale. That could be part of the problem. Look at all that dirt. That's not helping. Oh boy. Well, that makes me curious. Yeah, I still feel like we're not getting enough fuel in it. But, yeah, this is going to be an easy one. So what do we need? Oil change, air filter, a spark plug, and a bubble bath. There's a bit of sediment down there. There we go. Not that lovely. Definitely worth giving it a bubble bath. You know, I call this a modern Briggs, but in this country, in this province, it's old enough to drink at the bar. While a bubble bath is warming up, let's check the spark plug out. It's actually Briggs branded RC12YC. I wonder if it's original. I have zero issue with that. That is pretty nice, actually. For a small engine, it probably typically runs a little bit on the rich side. I have no issues with this at all. That's going to go back in. So we just need an air filter, some oil. I think that's it. The carburetor has finished its bubble bath in the hot tub carb machine. And I guess it's just time to see if we've got anything here or not. I don't want to run it for too long because it's late and people are sleeping at this time and stuff. But if I can get it to rev up, then, you know, that's a success. And I think we've got something here. And then it's just a, you know, quick wash up and air filter, and it's ready to go up for sale for, I don't know, a guy uses probably for a go-kart maybe, or a rototiller, snowblower. I really don't know how many horsepower it is. It's 8 foot-pounds, so I don't really know what that, doesn't say at what RPM, so I don't know at what, you know, what does that equate to in horsepower. But I don't know. Let's, I guess, see if it runs. Fine with that. I'll order up air filter and we'll call it good. Got a 3/8 square socket. Clean spaghetti sauce jar just so we can see if water separates out like it did from that Kohler. These are kind of nice. You can run in high temperature applications. You can run SAE 30, you can run 10W30. If it's not too hot, you can run 530 synthetic through a wide range, 530 conventional if it's colder. I've got some 1030 synthetic that I've had kicking around forever, and I don't own anything that uses 1030, so not at the moment. So I'm gonna get it gone. This version has an oil filler port here. We could fill it through either of these as well to the point of overflowing. That's how you know it's full. We were not there, so we will be soon. But makes it easy when you've got the filler hole there. We're full. Probably been a long time since this has been filled properly with oil. Good news is, doesn't look like any water came out of the oil, so that's awesome. Bad news is, the float isn't seating. It's not sealing at the needle valve, and some fuel was coming out of here, so I guess we're ordering a carb kit for it, so it's not ready for sale just yet. Even though the air filters did come in today. No sense putting them in until we've solved that. Man, this shop is filling up with stuff, so I gotta get some stuff done. Want to get this Briggs 800 series done so I can sell it off and you know, bring in some money for some of the older junk that I fix. I picked up, what was happening is, as it was sitting in the shop here, it was just, if the fuel was on, it was leaking out of the carb. So obviously the needle seat has given up the ghost. So I bought a carb kit off Amazon. I don't remember from where. It's that one there, made in China, of course. Actually, looks like a really nice comprehensive kit. We have 2 different gaskets for the choke side, and we have 2 different gaskets for the spacer side. So we're actually going to use these ones without the extra tabs. So those are going to go in the spares. And we're going to use this round one as opposed to this kind of random shaped one. Even 2 bowl gaskets. So one is a little bit thicker than the other. Not double, probably 1.5 times thicker. So we're going to use the thinner one because that about matches what was here. It even comes with, put that there, the little foamy guys for around the throttle shaft and the throttle shaft and the choke shaft. I'm not going to change those. I'm really not that interested, to be honest. It'll be fine. Those can go in the spares. And of course we get a new needle and a new, I'm allergic to fixing small engines, excuse me. A new seat and a new pin for the float. I don't know why they include this. I've never seen one worn out. Maybe they get worn out, I don't know. A new gasket for the bolt at the bottom of the bowl. And a Welsh plug, which is interesting because my carb actually has none. So there's 2 passages or 2 spots where a Welsh plug would fit. This passage here comes out in the choke area right here, and it's plugged off. It's fully filled in. This one here is the bowl vent, so it actually comes out right up here, basically into the air cleaner area. There's actually even a hole there, yeah. So I mean, the Welsh plug just helps keep fuel from bouncing up there. I'll probably throw it in just because. Outside of that, it's a pretty straightforward but nicely comprehensive rebuild kit. So it looks really good. Of course, everything is already cleaned up from before. Disassembly was exactly the same as before. Just gonna put all my old parts over here that I'm not using. And get that off of here. Well, I'm really regretting doing that because now this gasket's all stuck on here. I'm gonna have to scrape that off. And basically, repair of the carb is put in the parts that you see here. Take out the parts that look the same, put in the parts that are different. I'm gonna pick out the seat here while we're at it. That was easy. So again, groove side goes in to the carb, so kind of up, if you will. Little drop of oil on the new seat and a drill bit just to press it in. So yeah. pretty fast carb rebuild. I'm gonna turn the fuel on and just see if overnight or whatever, if it leaks any fuel out. Hopefully it won't. Got an air filter here. The foam side faces the filter, if I recall, like the paper filter. The paper filter kind of goes in there, and that goes over the top. And that's it. Well, that didn't take long. Update, I smelled gas and I just loosened the air filter housing off and it just poured out of there. So, you know, sometimes with aftermarket Amazon carb stuff, you do get what you pay for. That seat felt a little bit loose going in. I thought maybe it would be okay. It's not okay. It's not okay at all. I looked at getting a proper Briggs and Stratton kit, and you know, they're not horrible, but by the time I ship it, it's fairly costly. And so I talked to some new friends at HIPA, renowned aftermarket carb manufacturer, spelled H-I-P-A, and they were kind enough to send this along. Brand new little carb, exact match. Comes with a full nice little kit here with 2 different styles of choke plate and everything. So it's a direct replacement, nothing to it. Let's slam it on here. Good. Yeah. Oh, perfect. Perfect fit. There's no fuel pouring out of it. We're not gonna run it up just yet because it's midnight. It's too bad. I mean, maybe someday I'll find a kit for this, or I'll probably use it for parts. Thank you again to HIPA for what looks like is going to be a wonderful part. I mean, we'll see how it runs tomorrow, but I have faith it's going to be absolutely fine. Awesome. All right, I cave. Let's run it. It did run before. It shouldn't fight us a lot. It should just run. I call that success. That is ready to that's pretty much ready to post for sale.